Alright dudes, new packs just dropped. We are live, 3.5, 21st of July. Another Viera, another Platini, another Davids. Now, for most of us who played since 22, it's a recycle, but for many people it's new. Let's start with Viera, because that's a question I get asked a lot. I'm gonna make this simple. I'm not gonna review Vieira how good he is. It's freaking Vieira. Do you know what I mean? Viera and Hullet are the most two consistent cards. Even if you never spend, they are worth investing in. And they usually call me a hype killer because I'm not even forcing myself in a sense to kill a hype, but I always say you don't need to spend to get to Div 1. So, question number one, do you need box-to-box Vieira if you have Anchorman? No. If you have Anchorman, you definitely don't need box-to-box. Unless you're happy with, let's say, you have a solid Anchorman, whether it's Showtime, or Record Anchorman or Record Destroyer. He can be like a second defensive midfielder. I remember the first time I used Patrick Vieira, like I did not use defense on him, I did not use deep line on him. I basically set him free. He was alright, but very often against better opponents, he was like a black hole. Every ball he would get in the opposition's half, he was easily intercepted. But many games I could intercept high up the pitch with him as well. But I give him like very high technique. So in my opinion, if you use this Vieira as your main single DMF, like your formation, forward the back, whatever it is, if you use him as a single DMF, not only you need defense on him, you need anchoring on him as well, ideally. But even if you put defense on him for a box-to-box, he still kind of pushes forward. He's not going to act like a destroyer or a anchorman, for starters. So ideally for me, like if you have record anchorman or destroyer or any other solid DMFs, he can be your second defensive midfielder, kind of Kante version second defensive player. Whether you go DMF, CMF, AMF, or double DMF. Beyond that, I think, would I choose this Viera over my Anchorman because he's got phenomenal pass? No. Does that phenomenal pass help? Of course it does. I mean, from your center back to your DMF, one-touch pass could change the game in a way. Skills don't matter that much, though, no, because you can add and delete skills now, know what I mean? He's got one-touch pass, through pass, phenomenal pass, obviously, blocker interception, aerial superiority. He's got everything that you need, in a sense. A lot of people like to give even their defensive midfielders double touch. So that's my opinion about Patrick Vieira in terms of whether if you have already an Anchorman or if you don't have Vieira and you're going to use this as a single DMF, then you need anchoring and defense on him. That's two instructions gone, in my opinion. Because most often, if you have a single DMF between two CBs, Anchorman is ideal. And anchoring on a DMF, it restricts him so much though. Because very often smart players, they realize that and they're not going to play too direct in the middle. I did try Viera as a free box-to-box without defense on him. It was alright, but I wouldn't recommend it personally. I think for a box-to-box, trackback, yeah. I don't like trackback on Anchorman though. As for Michel Platini, I know the community, most people who majority plays direct and they do not like Classic 10 and they play in forwards. I get that. But they change how Classic 10 works now. They're basically, imagine Fox in a box. Classic 10 is basically Fox around the box. You know what I mean? That's how they changed it. You know what I mean? But if you don't have Michel Platini, dude, he's incredibly good, really. Striker instinct he go. Double touch, soul control. You give him flip flap, you can do special double touch. Momentum dribbling. I don't like momentum dribbling. And the final third, dribbling is good anyway. Long range curl, first time shot through passing, comes back with aerial superiority. Is this one older than the whole player one? Hidden? But yeah, dude, we're talking about an epic player who easily can have 90 ball control, 90 dribbling, 90 or 90 plus technique, 90 finishing easy, curve, balance, kicking power, acceleration, speed. All these key stats 90. Can easily give him physical contact, green tier, higher passing. But I think Classic 10 needs higher passing in a way. Or just use smartnesses, right? Davids, I have to tell you, I'm only gonna compare Davids with destroyers that are similar to him height-wise. So we got Davids, recently we got Gattuso, and we got Makelele. Makelele with those fucking T-Rex legs was terrible for me. In Division 1 and above, top 1K, Makelele was like, he was almost playing like a whole player. But one particular Makelele card was incredibly good for dribbling, for example. So, and I used Gattuso for so many games as well. So the category of the best destroyers, short destroyers, David is always the best for me. Always the best. He's like a complete hybrid between a box-to-box and a destroyer. He's everywhere. Like, I'm attacking, he's involved. I lose the ball, he's instantly involved in defense. I even tried him as a left midfielder. Gattuso, the problem with Gattuso was his passing, dude. Absolutely horrendous. You have to give him like 9 points to make him able to pass good. He is Fanchuku, right? Better than Kante. I mean, Kante's always been a box-to-box though. But what playing style is the free Kante we got? Is he a destroyer or box-to-box? Because I'm comparing legend, short destroyers, legends. That's what I'm comparing with. Oh, there you go. Kante's box-to-box. But a destroyer Kante, yeah. I would say can be as good as David's. But I prefer David's. Now, we covered everything really. Whether you have Anchorman Viera, and if you don't have him, you use him a box-to-box as your main DMF or not. Pack value, this is a good pack value. In my opinion, it's a good pack value. All three of them are starters for many people's squad. And I get it, previous Michel Platini was a whole player. But also, let's not forget, eFootball 26 update is coming. We will most likely get Patrick Viera, Anchorman Destroyer again. We'll most likely get Michel Platini whole player again. And I guarantee you we get another fucking Davids again. You know what I mean? But that's my opinion on it. Now that's out of the way, let's do some packs. Ambrosini has always been super underrated. But it's like this thing when you have other DMFs, you know, like Viera, for example, you wouldn't go for Ambrosini. I used them in hundreds of games, actually. I'm actually not sure if I want to go that much because who knows what they're going to give us soon. Because I only want Davids, really. I don't want to have any more overloads. Like, if I get Classic 10 Platini, I prefer the whole player one. But I don't think I have any... I've never compared this Platini with the whole player stats-wise. But also on this game, a lot of things get shadow patched. Like, sometimes they even nerf whole players. They definitely nerf creative playmakers. Come on, man. Don't take away my 5,000 coins. David. Long live pay to win. Long live pay to win. Over and out gadget. Reset the pack. I don't, because sometimes you get a random guy saying, do you have a new Viera? And I'm saying no. And he wants to sponsor it, and I'm like, I resetted it. I did that once. Can't do that again. I am disciplined, bro. Wait a minute.